Today in the Back Porch Lounge, we have Greg Free from Fortaleza Y Libre Cigars. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I may not have.
Did you have help?
I don't know.
You did it.
Did you prepare for that?
You
or
got a
do any
thumbs up.
practice
It
or
must have
anything?
been
Actually,
good.
what it is I just put it in Chat GPT and I was like, repeat it to me, properly for the next 10 minutes. And then
I
just,
wonder if Chat
get
GPT
to it.
says Bovito or Bovida.
Oh, that's a good question. We're going to have to ask.
Ask the beard of knowledge.
Greg has been nice enough to give us basically a spread of cigars to smoke here on the show. So thank you very much, Greg. I'll go. I guess we can go around and introduce what we're smoking, and you can kind of tell us a little bit about it if you're okay with that.
Sounds good.
All right. Today I'm smoking the Sun Country of Fortaleza.
Awesome. Yeah, so the Sun Country is our number one seller. It's a Connecticut, but it's not your granddaddy's Connecticut. There's a full-bodied, full-strength core at the heart of it. Double Dominican Ligero, also a leaf of Mexican San Andres Maduro blended into the Dominican filler, a Dominican binder, and an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. So you're going to taste that the grassiness that's common with a Connecticut wrapper for about the first minute, and then the core is just going to overwhelm it. So it's full strength and nicotine, but it smokes like a medium with all the flavor of a full. So it's like you're going to get all this great complex flavor in the background, but it's not going to be punching you in the face.
Nice.
I'm going to punch you in the face later.
That's okay.
Mhm. It'll keep you up at night.
How about you, Andy?
The Segundo Viento, wherever my camera is. Hey, there it is. Hey, that one.
All right. So Segundo Vientos, or Second Wind, was our second anniversary cigar. It wasn't destined to be a box press. We didn't set out to make a box press, but once the blend is created in a Parejo, we then test different vitolas to see where the blend speaks the loudest. And this one just really loved being in a box press. So it's double Ligero in the core as well. And Dominican Pelado Cubano Ligero, depending on how you're fermenting and aging, it's not going to be typically as strong as Nicaraguan Ligero. So even though it's double Ligero, that one's not going to beat you about like your ex-wife. It's going to be a nice medium smoke until you get to the band, and then it's going to be a medium full after that. So double Ligero, Dominican filler, Dominican binder, Ecuadorian Habano wrap.
All right. Nice.
How about you, Billy?
I have the Intimidador.
That's what I'm smoking. So this was our latest release, and this was a work that took about 6 years to get to where we are today because the core tobacco was planted in the DR on the farm where all of our Pelado Cubano is grown, and it was the Criollo 98 hybrid. So first generation Cuban seed planted just over 5 years ago. It'll be 6 years in November. So it's got some great core age on that Criollo 98 hybrid. It's got a leaf of that Ligero. It's got a leaf of Nicaraguan Esteli Ligero. It's got the rest of the fillers, the Cuban seed, the binders Dominican, the wrappers Mexican, San Andres. On my palate, it's a medium full cigar, but with a lot of that Cuban-esque flavor.
All right. How about you, Grimm?
Actually, I have a question first. Who passed out the cigars at PCA?
Greg did. Wait.
did.
You mean
Okay,
Greg gave us
okay.
the cigars? But I mean,
I didn't pass them
think,
to each individual person. I'm not taking credit for that.
I think,
Okay,
I
it was
think we
me.
divided them up. We divided them up in the room, buddy.
We did. I had them all.
Who gave me this one? 'Cause
That'd be great.
Yeah,
you guys gave me the one named a Bushwhacker and acted like I'm not going to make fun of the name at any given opportunity and be like, oh, you set me up.
You sound like the mayor of D.C.
I
At
am
least-
smoking the
Everyone
Bushwhacker.
can do the cultural reference. That was good. So the Bushwhacker was our second release. It was released about a year after the first cigar. It's got no Ligero in the core. It's just Dominican filler and binder. And there's a secondary red band on that. Does it say Habano or San Andres? Okay, so you've got the Habano. The great thing about the Habano in that, because it does come in a San Andres as well, is that the core tobacco on that cigar is aged 50% longer than the Bodacious, which preceded it. So it's a smoother, richer profile. And with the Habano wrapper, you really get to experience that. The San Andres wrapper would kind of overwhelm it, so it wouldn't matter. But in this case, it's just a great expression of Dominican tobacco in the core. Nice
Oh, yeah,
medium
no, it's-
cigar.
First impression so far is awesome.
And Zach, how about you, buddy?
I've got the Midnight Bender.
All right. Some people call that the midnight bend over. You can call it whatever. But it's I'm not sure why he gave you that one. But it was our third release. It was the first cigar that I blended myself for my palate. It's got double Dominican Ligero in the core, Dominican filler and binder, and a Mexican San Andres wrapper. On my palate, it's a medium full. It's slightly less strong than the Intimidador, but more Dominican flavor than Cuban.
Yeah, so far so good. It doesn't taste like it's overly powerful, but familiar in some ways. I'm already enjoying it.
All right. Yeah, no burn on the retro either. It's going to have a nice, smooth retro. And even the Intimidador with a leaf of Nicaraguan Ligero, it's not going to burn you on the retro. Maybe the first retro will be a little bit surprising, but it's just a nice, smooth retro with a lot more flavor.
Same here.
I was going to say
The Sun Country
that, yeah.
has a really
Retro
good
is
retro.
Well, I'll comment for a second. This is the first time that I've had a group of people all smoking a different one of my cigars. And I think that's great because it gives me an opportunity instead of just rattling off, hey, we've got this one and this one and this one and this one. It's nice that you guys are actually smoking them and you have an opportunity to kind of share your experience.
Yeah. Thought it was a great idea when you came up with it at the show. Bravo, sir.
Cheers to me. It was probably really Ed that did it, but
Well, he's not here to take credit.
I'm going to give you
Yeah,
credit.
he's not here
anyway.
to take credit.
he's
That's
just like he normally is. He's in the background. So he's just Ed and he's usually behind me at the show. Now he's behind me right here.
He watches this episode in a couple months or whatever, and he's like, "Those sons of bitches! That was my idea."
All right, so where are we at in our cigars, guys? We about halfway there.
Yeah, I just slow down.
I'm actually going slower on this. I'm surprised, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Let's go ahead and do a halfway review on it. So this one has picked up a little bit. It's gone from the mild to medium to full on medium. It's definitely a medium cigar for me. It's constructed well. It's burning a little bit funky on this side. I don't know why it's on that side, but it's very well constructed. It's not coming apart on me. Has a great flavor to it. I'm enjoying it. Paired with that rum, it's fantastic. I recommend it. But again, I'm not pulling any notes out of it because I'm not a notes guy. Besides the popcorn, thing I said earlier, which I know I'm going to live that down later on. But
Yep, they'll be
it's,
meeting about that
it's
later.
really pleasant. It's a pleasant cigar, and I'm enjoying it. How about you, Andy?
Like I said, I had to slow down because I think mine was probably the Robusto, and I think everybody else got a little bit longer cigar. So in order to try to keep pace, I put mine down for a few minutes and enjoyed conversation. But other than that, I go with medium. The retro on this is really smooth. Like I just totally retroed. I think the majority of my draw, it was like this is spot on. If I can think of another cigar that I've done that with and almost died. So it's not this one, but it still has good flavor and it's a good medium strength at this point.
Yeah, and I agree. Even this one, great retro.
And I can't complain about the way this burns because it's a windy ass day in Louisiana and it's also hot as fuck. So I got the fan going. So
I think you just solved my problem. My fan's going right here, and that may be why it's burning weird on this side.
Yeah,
How about you, Billy?
So for me, it's been really consistent. Mine is I just dashed this. It's almost perfectly even. Apart from that, just really good mouthfeel. The pepperiness is about the same. There's some good earth tones to it that I'm picking up on, and somewhere in the background there is some kind of almost like a fruit rind flavor. I don't want to say like maybe apricot or something. I can't exactly pick up on it, but it's there, and I'm really digging it.
How about you, Grimm?
Unlike Andy, who put it down, I've been bushwhacking it so hard that I am getting pretty close to the end, and I am not going to stop. As I said, a doctor's going to need to get involved, so somebody should probably at least reach out and get them ready.
I'll text your wife.
She's not here.
Well, that's
I
all
have friends
can
in the area. I'll help you out.
do. There you go.
It's an emergency. He keeps saying he's going to bushwhack it to death. I don't know what it means.
Something
How
about
about you,
blindness.
You'll go blind.
Yeah. It's been going really good. I haven't noticed any like flavors that are different or transitions that I've picked up on. There might be some, I just haven't gotten them. But like a little uptick in like flavor, not necessarily intensity. And it's pleasant. It definitely has like kind of a dessert bread kind of thing going on. Zucchini bread is what comes out as the thing that comes to mind. It may not be that. Someone else might have better words, but very enjoyable. Retro is very smooth and continues on those kind of sweet flavors of delicious baked goods.
Very nice.
Zach, it sounds like you just need somebody to come make you some like zucchini bread.
Zucchini bread.
I didn't want any before this, but now I don't want some zucchini bread. Pumpkin
but
bread would
that's-
also work.
Yeah, pumpkin bread would be good. Well, I'm getting to the sad part of my cigar, so I'm gonna have to put it down here soon and review it. So,
You're doing good.
how's everybody else doing? Yeah, everybody else is nubbing it. Grimm's completely out. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and start reviewing. The Sun Country is fantastic, beginning to end. Consistent cigar. It changed in intensity on me. Like I said, it got to just a really good medium, or not medium mild that I'd started off with. Taste of it was great. It's done what I want my cigars to do, and it's relaxed me. I feel good smoking it. I want to have another one right now after lighting this one up. So out of 5 leaves, it's going to get a 5 from me because it's that fantastic. I enjoy it. I have no complaints whatsoever. And like I said, I want to go get another one right now and smoke it. So it's a good cigar. It's definitely worth your time.
Awesome.
And actually, in our new rating system, it'd be called Leafcutter Approved.
Trademark pending.
Trademark pin. So how about you, Andy?
Well, like I just said, I found where the transition was, which definitely picked up. You're right. It hit that medium plus feel in the draw and in the flavors. The other 2/3 of the cigar were a good medium, somewhere between an easy medium and a solid medium. Draw's been really good. I really didn't have any burn issues with it. Box press. I like box presses. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. I like box press.
I like box presses too.
Conversation's been good, so we're going to throw that in there too, because that always has something to do with the way we rate these, and we've talked about that.
Counts. It counts.
It's an experiential bias.
It's an experience. Yeah, what he said. I'm not doing big words today. It's not on my list of things. I've used all my big
Good or
words
with friends?
yesterday. Yeah, I've used big words
Fun to
yesterday and
good.
earlier today, and I'm done. But on the 1 to 5, I'm going to give it a 4 3/4 because I've enjoyed it. It's good. It's got good flavor. And I think the last third that, I'm getting ready to burn my lips on in about another 10 minutes is going to follow through with that. Whatever
That's
the hell
another
that is on the
Leafcutter
new
approval.
rating shit. I don't know.
We call
Leafcutter
it a lip burner.
That's
a good one.
That's accurate. When it's so good, you just can't put it down.
That's it. How about you, Billy?
So for the Intimidador, I'm agreeing with both of you guys. It's been a fantastic smoke. Consistent the whole way down, no burning issues whatsoever. Even though I do have a fan right above me, so it's impressive in that regard. The mouthfeel, the airflow, all top notch, at least for my preferences. But flavor wise, the medium full is about where I like my profile. So it hit the sweet spot for me for sure. It did ramp up a little bit more in intensity in this little last third, which is usually to be expected, but still not overly strong to the point where you feel like your palate's burning. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4.9 and a Leafcutter approved.
Leafcutter approved. Very nice. How about you, Grimm?
I finished it in enough time that while we were talking, I was able to actually WebMD because nobody called a doctor. I've been bushwhacking it for so long. What should I do? And it said, it's too late for medical attention. Make peace with your God. So, and that was, it floored me, man. It was a really good cigar. The flavor was on point. The smoke intensity was great. It burned so oddly evenly that I was actually kind of concerned because what did I do it differently this time? And I've been jipping other cigars, So, man, it's a. I don't usually get 5s, but that's a 5, man. That was a wildly good cigar. I want more.
Yeah. That's another
Yes,
Leafcutter approved. Jesus. We're doing great.
Zach,
How
we need
about
you to
you,
bring
Zach?
the ratings down.
Yeah. Let's knock down the ego just a little bit. Come on.
Fix it.
I wish I could temper the curve, but I've got more bad news. So as far as individual flavors I can pick out, nothing particularly changed, but it just kind of ramped up and kind of melded together in a really pleasant way. Still maybe medium plus as far as strength goes for me, but it's perfect for today. I don't have much else to say other than it's a 5 for me. This is outstanding. This is leaf cutter approved. This is definitely something I'm gonna pick up another one.
So and maybe at Blue Smoke too in the next month or so. So
Mhm.
did you say earlier it tasted like a brown sugar Pop-Tart? What was it?
Zucchini bread. I got a little bit of like kind of caramel sweetness and warm cedar is what I wrote down.
I was gonna say it tasted like a Twizzler just to make fun of Ben, and I totally God.
But it's like a desserty bread that you would maybe have after dinner. Not like
Yeah.
a full tiramisu or anything like that, but I'm digging it.
All right. Yeah, I think, the common term would be baking spices, 'cause it kind of incorporates all of those pieces of it. I also get a little bit of, I call it forest floor, and mainly from the San Andres. I think about the fall and walking through the woods when the leaves have already fallen and they're wet, like that aroma, because aroma is so much of flavor. And then the other thing for flavor is if you haven't tasted it or smelled it, you'll never pull that out of a cigar. So I'm a fan of roasted hazelnuts. I don't know why. It's a weird kind of thing. But when people talk about nuttiness, like I almost always pull out roasted hazelnut. And I find that Dominican tobacco brings that flavor out for me. And so in our cigars, like the Bushwhacker and the Bodacious, that roasted hazelnut is kind of resting in the background for me. But it's all about aromatic and taste bud memory. And that's what you bring to the surface.
Absolutely.
Well, apparently you eat a lot of baked breads.
Not as often as you'd think based on the cigar, but but I'm enjoying it, so I'm okay with that. I could see there's like a warm nuttiness to it that you could maybe use that, but it's not the way I sense it. Like it's one of those flavor adjacent kind of things. But yeah,
Awesome.
I like it.